Hi everyone, this is Mikey J throwing a fresh scoop of potatoes at you as always. So this is my attempt at the long format. If I am able to grow my channel through hard work, I promise to you that I will do everything in my power to help out veterans, our elderly, and anything that I generate from this, while also helping me do and file paperwork for this venture. A lot of people on YouTube will sell you lies. I'm not selling you lies. I am giving you truth, and hopefully, through that truth, I can help others who are unfortunate, like our veterans who aren't getting the care that they may need and don't know how to navigate the proper channels to get said information, the elderly, making sure that elderly homes are upkeeping on their fellow patrons in there as they, live in their golden age. And furthermore, maybe doing something for the community, like help picking up parks, cleaning areas, you know, all on my dime. I will see about laws and things where I can actually help provide for someone in need, pay the taxes for them, because our future generations and this country is more important to me than anything I may encounter while I'm trying to do said things. And that's completely fine with me. You know, I am just doing this because I care. That is the bottom line. And now I would like to tell you, um, if it's possible, I know that I'm been on here for 3 years on and off. I've attempted a few things. If you notice, I've been cleaning up my videos, as I stated before. Anything with less than 300 views that has, no activity, I'm removing, and either it's just didn't work as a skit or education or awareness, and anything that it is under 300, around 270, that is getting traction, I'm just going to leave up. But this is my attempt to inform you that I'm going to start a long format. If I can reach the goals on YouTube, then I may actually be able to do something about it, unlike many that will sit there and say they are doing something, have their own agenda, take people's money through Bitcoin, and sail off anywhere, and then people don't know until they're all over the news and they're getting charged for it. But you know what? They're not paying with their money, they're paying with yours. And I think that's rude, inconsiderate, and furthermore, it's none of my business. That's their dealings. If you want someone who is going to take the time out of their day while they work a normal job to navigate these channels and go through these things the proper way, remember in the beginning, I was, a very, very uneducated, mouthy person while things were happening to me. And a lot of those things that I said in videos, I had pulled off of not YouTube, I had pulled off of Googling them. As you know, you'll Google something for National Grid, and Jack's Catering will come up on the top because it's sponsored, which has nothing to do with it. There's things that you Google all the time, and you have to get very specific or talk like an AI bot yourself before AI was a thing, which it is now. And, I can understand how that's frustrating for people, just like the amount of typos that we have these days. So this is just making it, clear and transparent about what I'm doing without being sneaky at all. Win, lose, or draw, you know, you have to do something if you want change. So here is the rest of this, and just like in my videos that are rough draft that I just post, we're going to continue that with the long format.
I think what I'm going to start doing is looking at each state and telling people about the major law changes in each of our 52 states. I may do one a week, or I may do a few a week. I haven't figured out exactly how I'm going to go about this, but I would like to let people know the changes that are happening in their country as they're happening, rather than them finding out when something happens to them that's relevant. So that's why I made the videos that I did, and I noticed that they weren't getting any traction, like when I put up the DeLorean vehicle. So I got concerned, broke it down into 3, and I'm going to reiterate this one into a long video format using the tools that I have and playing the full video, so that I can also have you guys get used to long formats as I continue this venture on trying to help out the USA with all of her issues and people's concerns. With that being said, what up, Titan Gang Squad? This is your boy Mikey J throwing the fresh scoop potatoes at you as always. What I want to talk to you guys about is very serious. You need to let all your family members know, kids, and any teenagers who are driving at this current moment in New York State. In February, they mandated new point system laws. What they're not telling you, while they're shoving all of this racism on TV in your face, when it should be about schools and safety of our children during their school events. While they're doing that, they're passing more important things behind your back. The threshold for New York State for points on your license has now been reduced from 11 to 10. Every single light that you have out on your car when you get pulled over is subjected to a ticket and a 1-point violation on your license for each. Now, moving on, if you pass a school bus now illegally while it's at a stop with its lights out and on, it is 8 points on your license. Any speeding in a work zone of excess is suspension automatically of your license. There are other variables and factors. You need to look up the new laws that were implemented in February. I believe it was on the 23rd and 26th of 2026. Furthermore, when it comes to the threshold of the point system, even if your tickets are reduced, you are still held accountable for 24 months of the 10-point threshold system until your last ticket is concurrent to the 24th month that started your first point habit. This is Mikey J throwing them fresh scoop potatoes at you. Titan Gang Squad, for the people, by the people. Arr! I'd also like to say that I stand by our Constitution, and I am there for the people. I guarantee it. Also, the Declaration of Independence states that if you see wrongdoing, it is your obligation as an American citizen to step in and do something about it. Now, there are many people that have attempted this. I am only going to use this format. I am not going to become a political figure to play in this sandbox game of politician life. I just want people to know these are the things and events of my life, and because of those changes, this is the person I am able to develop in after experiencing the law and what seems to be the laws and things that Americans are not used to when they show up in court. This way, you have a little bit of education, and maybe you'll get curious and start searching through things of events that may have happened to you. In this mind frame, through working together as a complete unit of the United States, we may be separate states, but we are not divided. Together we are stronger, and that builds a stronger country for our future generations to learn from, prosper, and grow. So I encourage you to look at new legislations that are passed. If you want to make change, we all have to make sacrifices. That means instead of going on a vacation or something, educate yourself about the law, spread awareness, and let's work as a team. Good luck, everyone, and thank you for watching. Titan Gang Squad!
Trax's videos coming by next week. Toodles!